What is up, everybody? It's Reverse TV today, and we're gonna talk about these so-called gaming journalists with quotation marks. These gaming journalists. So, apparently, some a website called Clutch Points wrote an article saying, "Hey, Microsoft confirms Battlefield 2042 would now be exclusive to Xbox Series X." Who would have thought this game would be exclusive to Xbox Series X? Why would anybody think this? And it's like, really? This is the headlines of this article. So now the new narrative is that, hey, because this random website wrote this article is that hey, Battlefield 2042 are now being Game Pass. And they're saying the game is gonna flop now because the narrative that hey, Xbox guys don't buy games because if it's not in Game Pass, they're not buying games. So now that narrative is being pushed. And you got this other narrative from this website that's saying, hey, so-called gamers were confused if this was an Xbox exclusive. Why would anybody think that? I don't know who could possibly think that. But we're going to read through this article. We're going to skim through it. We're going to skim through this article. So it says, Microsoft surprised fans earlier this week after announcing that the Xbox Series X is the official console for Battlefield 2042. So because they said that it's the official console, he's trying to correlate that to people thinking this is an exclusive title. Or most people just could have thought that, hey, this is probably what most of the DLC is probably gonna get like time DLC here first. Probably like exclusive deals with Xbox. Nobody was thinking that Battlefield 2042 was exclusive. I don't know who would possibly got confused from that messaging, but no, I definitely didn't get confused by this messaging. It's just like, who would think that? But okay. This seems to be the next stage of Microsoft's partnership with EA and DICE. This isn't the case, however, as they just announced that Battlefield 2042 won't be exclusive to Xbox Series consoles. This was also confirmed in a tweet by Xbox senior marketing manager John Muncie. Like once again, who would be confused by this? Who would be confused by this? This is just ridiculous. Um, News on Battlefield 2042 broke out during Microsoft's reveal event at E3. It seemed as though EA had partnered to Microsoft with some degree to market the upcoming game. Yeah, mostly just probably like marketing things, but nobody thought it was gonna be an exclusive game to Xbox. The press release didn't offer much information apart from the fact that this would be the franchise's best one yet, and apparently this would be the one of 5 major partnerships EA and DICE have joined for Battlefield 2042. Okay. Um, because of the lacks of information given in the press release, fans got confused. What fans? I definitely want to see what fans is he referring to that got confused as that this is gonna be exclusive. This game gonna be released on Game Pass at launch. Like, who was thinking this? Who was thinking this? I want to see the people who was actually legit thinking this. I want to see like a tweet timeline, people who were saying, "Hey, this game gonna be exclusive." That's what I want to see. Xbox players get early access or exclusive content by 2042. The Xbox skin at this point, anything is possible. Ain't tell you when the game releases. But just with these journalists, man, like, why would you write this clickbait title like this? Like, nobody was thinking this. No, I want to see the people. Like, I legit want to see the people who was legit confused if this was an exclusive or not. Like, okay, but now back to this narrative with this post like this. Microsoft confirms Battlefield 2042 would not be in Game Pass, and you just see a lot of Sony guys who just hate and despise Xbox saying, "Hey, Xbox guys got to buy their games now." But I don't think Xbox people really had a problem with buying games to begin with. I really don't think they. I don't think they really did, to be honest. But there's gonna be some of these comments though. Well, that's unfortunate. Paying $7 for an online game is trash. Like I'm kind of in the notion too. I don't want to pay 70 bucks. There's a few games. I don't. It's like most games I don't want to pay 70 bucks for. It's probably like maybe a few. That's like the exception. I'll pay 70 bucks for. But the majority, I'm just waiting for these games to go on sale. I'm not trying to pay 70 bucks for a lot of these games, to be honest. Let's see. 1% Xbox sales versus PS5 99%. Since I've been told more than 100 times that Xbox owners don't want to pay $7 for video games. Okay. Back in June, EA confirmed that it wasn't releasing Battlefield 2042 Xbox Game Pass. Why are you mad late with this news? I mean, technically, if you want to be technical, it is going to be cheaper on Xbox because if you got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, it will be cheaper if you buy digital because all EA games are cheaper when you buy digital on Xbox Game Pass. So Technically, it won't be $70, but still, I don't want to pay nearly that amount of. I might just wait for this game to drop down. Like paying like the 40 to $50 before I pick it up. Um, but reading this article, how would anyone with any common sense think the game would be a Series X exclusive? Like, yeah, why would anybody think that? Like, it didn't make any sense at all. Reading the article, where the hell does it say that Microsoft confirmed the game won't be on Game Pass? Not saying that it will be, just saying that the article and the title is complete as and clickbait. If anything, the article says anything is possible. And he says, "Oh no, get ready for the Xbox tiers. They have to purchase a game." So once again, the narrative that people don't buy games on Xbox because of Game Pass is being brought up once again with this post right here. Since when has that been a problem? Why would anyone think it would be on Game Pass day one? None of that makes any sense, lol. Except Battlefield 2042 will come to EA's Vault, which is in Game Pass, therefore it is coming to Game Pass. Probably like a year from now, or probably like a year. It's like gonna be a while when it's gonna technically gonna be on Game Pass because EA does release all their games on Game Pass, but it's gonna be a while. Well, they release probably most of their games on Game Pass, but it's gonna be like at least like a year or two. Watch the game sells and runs better on PS5. LOL. Choosing to advertise S-tier websites with clickbait titles for clout is exactly like you. EA has not demonstrated that they won't support Game Pass because it's bad for the value of gaming since Xbox fanboys won't buy games anymore. Okay. Xbox now calculating whether to buy the game or wait till it's still and it's in Game Pass or EA Pass. I mean, a sale won't be that long. I mean, EA games dropping price extremely fast. So you won't be waiting that long. Probably like a month. It's gonna be like $50. So it might be cheaper during Black Friday. To be honest, you might just probably have to wait like a few weeks or a month, and it's probably gonna be like $50. Um, it'll be EA's loss because the selling won't sell well. What are you smoking? Battlefield will sell out all games this holiday except Call of Duty. LOL, EA had to make them a statement. They're messing up the money. Is this what ponies call damage control and they win? What is this picture? Wow, it's a creepy picture. So if this was on Lane Pass, all will be okay. However, when you have to buy something, it's a problem. Those Lane Pass narratives will not last long. The majority of games actually sold are on Sony. Lane Pass narrative is a joke and the very reason why Series X will go bye. This post is so ridiculous. So he thinks the Series X is going to be obsolete because this is stupid. Was it a lie when Xbox fans said they won't pay $7 for games? Funny part is EA probably asked Xbox to confirm it's not going to Game Pass because people think it's going to Game Pass, it will hurt their sales, and Xbox don't want to do that to their partner. It is like, why does he think it's only Xbox guys who want to pay $7 for video games? I think most consumers don't want to pay $7 for video games. It's like, why should you? It's like when this game comes to PC, it's gonna be $60. It's like I'm pretty sure PC audience ain't trying to pay $7 for video games. The only audience that just willingly wants to pay $7 for video games is the Sony audience for some reason. I don't know. Everybody else don't want to pay 70. Like to be honest. Oh, themselves are gonna look spooky as F on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC gonna dominate the sales. I mean, doesn't PlayStation usually dominate the sales with third-party games like this? So I don't see like what would be different. Doesn't bother me. I'm still buying Battlefield 2042 day one. Game looks dope. I guess these FNs will spend that $70 on a game and set up the mini fridge. Sorry, Xbox fanboys. Now you gotta pay. Now you won't get to play Battlefield 2042. You don't buy $70 games. This is a stupid comment. It doesn't actually say that in the article though. I don't think it will be on Game Pass, but again, you make close up out of things that aren't even in what you share. That's pretty obvious. It'll undoubtedly come to Game Pass like every other Battlefield through EA Play. Xbox guys right now finna pass on the game. Okay. Don't worry though, patiently wait till that happens while everyone else will just buy and play it if they want to play on release date. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna sell. It's gonna sell decent on Xbox during the launch window, but like I said myself personally, I'm not paying $70 for a video game. It's only very few I see myself paying $70 for, and that's like the FOMO is just through the roof. I can't wait any longer. That's probably like God of War, Ragnarok. And maybe Horizon Forbidden West, maybe that game I might have FOMO for, but other than that, I can wait for most of these games to go down in price. I don't gotta pay that 70, in my opinion. But Lane Pass, now they actually have to buy a game. So the more narratives that Xbox consumers don't buy games. When that's not true, but okay. Microsoft, it costs too much. Yeah, so I'm gonna include it right here. These the weird pictures start showing up. Another news: grass is green and the sky is blue. Like, yeah, this article is pointless. I don't understand how you like. What's the requirements for being a gaming journalist? Just to have a website and just make ridiculous articles that's like obvious. I really want to see the fans who were confused about like the that this game is gonna be exclusive to Xbox. I want to see those fans like who was like legit confused that this is gonna be Xbox exclusive. Okay, so that concludes the video right here. Everyone say your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching and peace.